So today we are studying organic chemistry, fundamentals of organic chemistry. Carbon is an important element in organic compounds. Like all the organic compounds are made up of carbon and hydrogens. You can see that made up of hydrocarbons. Okay, all organic compounds contain carbon and hydrogen. Okay, how like urea is formed from ammonium cyanate. All definition of organic compounds, compounds which we can derive from living organisms, are called organic compounds. First derived in laboratory was urea. Okay, source of formic acid is ant and source of sugar is sugarcane. Derivatives of hydrocarbon, you can say organic compounds are derivatives of hydrocarbon. You can see hydrocarbon here, this is alkane, ethane, this is, and converted into ethanol, that is hydrocarbon derivative. Okay, some properties of carbon. Carbon show catenation, like it forms long chains by forming covalent bonds. It forms long chains, that is called catenations. Carbon can have single, double, and triple bond. Like in alkanes we have single bonds, and alkenes we have one double bond. In alkynes we have one triple bond. Okay, according to modern definitions of organic compounds, hydrocarbons and their derivatives are called organic compounds. That contain hydrocarbons are those substances which contain carbon and hydrogen. Some compounds look organic but they are not. CO2 is inorganic, and NH, CO3, H2CO, these all are three are inorganic compounds. Okay. Formula units, type of formula units: molecular formula, which represent actual number of elements. Like we can say in water, this is inorganic. Okay, or you can say these are organic acids. Okay, for example, you can say that we have methane. Methane is CH4. CH4. This is molecular formula, actual number of atoms in a molecule. Empirical formula is then the simplest whole number ratio. You can see here, this is the simplest whole number ratio for glucose, and this for propene. Okay. Structure formula shows the connectivity between atoms, how atoms are arranged. You can see in H2SO4 here how sulfur is attached with oxygen atoms, like forming double bonds with oxygen and single bond with oxygen atoms as well. Okay. Representation of organic compounds, how we can represent there are three formulas: dash formula, condensed formula, and bond line formula. And these type of questions may appear in IMAT most of the times. So you can see one question in 2025 from this topic. Okay, dash structure formula have lines that show bonding electron pairs. You can see here, and include elemental symbols for all atoms in a molecule. Here are some examples. Draw the structures of C2H6, C4H8, C3. Here we have, you can see here, carbon will form four bonds. One carbon is attached with four hydrogen, or you can say in ethane it is attached with three hydrogen and one carbon atom. Okay. And C4H8 condensed formula. In fully condensed formula, we will write this is, you can say, condensed formula. This is a fully condensed formula, like every hydrogen is like written where it is attached. Okay, so here some examples: C2H6, C3H6, C5H10, and C4H10. So structure for this will be, answers are given here. You can check your answers by after solving these questions, how you will arrange this structure. Okay. This is the molecular formula. You have like you have to write in structural formula. Okay. Bond line formulas are written like this. You have to ask the name of this compound. You have to find the name. What is this name? Find the longest chain: 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon in the longest chain, and one here one is group is attached, methyl group is attached here at carbon number 2. We'll start numbering from here: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is 2-methyl butane. Okay, 2-methyl butane. Okay, this is you can say condensed formula. This is okay. The most common type of structure formula used by organic chemists and the fastest to draw is the bond line formula. This is fastest to draw. Okay, this is also called as skeleton formula as well. Bond line notations. Okay, terminal points and bends represent C. All other valencies are filled by hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atoms attached to carbon is not shown. Okay, in the bond line notation or in skeleton structure formulas. Okay, if the compound has any heteroatom, it will be shown. Any hydrogen atoms attached with it, it will also be shown. You can see here in CH3, here 1, 2, and 3. Corners represent bends, terminals represent carbon atoms. Okay, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, or you can write this as well. This is cyclopentane. Okay, you can see here we have oxygen, so we will write like this. This is one carbon, this is second carbon here, and is attached with double bond. Okay, or we can write like this: CH3 and C double bond OH. Okay, degree of carbon. What is degree? Degree of carbon means number of carbon atoms directly attached to a particular carbon atom has to be considered. Primary carbon 1 knot is represented by primary carbon, for secondary it is 2, and for tertiary it will be written 3. Okay, you can see here, see this carbon atom is attached with further one carbon atom, so this is the primary carbon. If carbon atom is attached directly with two carbon atoms, you can see here CH2 here, this carbon atom is secondary one attached with two carbon atoms, and this is the tertiary one attached with 3 carbon atoms, and this is the quaternary one attached with 4 carbon atoms. Okay, degree of hydrogen, if 1 degree attached to 1 carbon. Similarly, if we define degree of hydrogen as a degree, you can see here this carbon number is which carbon? This carbon number is 1 carbon. Okay, so all these hydrogens are 1. Okay, 1 degree. Okay, and all these hydrogen, this is 1 degree also. Okay, but this carbon here, you can see this carbon here attached with two carbon atoms. One is here and other is here, so its hydrogen will be 2 knot because it is secondary carbon. Okay, so its hydrogen will be secondary hydrogens. Okay, find this in compounds, like how many carbon, primary carbons, secondary carbons, tertiary and quaternary carbons as well, and find also primary, secondary and tertiary hydrogens as well in the compounds. Okay, answers are given below, you can check. Okay, degree of alcohols, how we will see degree of alcohols. If alcohols are hydrocarbon that contains OH group. Okay, OH group, 1 OH is present in alcohols. Degree of alcohol is the degree of carbon. Like if carbon is primary, then OH group is attached to primary carbon, then it will be a primary alcohol. You can see here, this is primary carbon and OH is attached to this carbon, so this is primary. And you can see here the carbon is secondary, and because it is attached with further 2 carbon atoms, and OH group is attached to this carbon, so this is secondary alcohol. And for this one, you can see carbon is attached with this central carbon is attached with 3 other carbon atoms directly, so and OH group is attached as this carbon, so this is tertiary alcohol. Quaternary alcohol not exist, because how it will exist, because carbons are only 4 valencies. If it is attached with 4 carbon atoms, how we will attach OH group here? This is wrong structure. Okay, identify the alcohols here. Okay, pause the video and solve this, check your answers and find out if you got it right or not. Degree of alcohols: aldehydes have also same formula if attached to primary carbon 1 degree halide, and if secondary carbon 2 degree halide, and if tertiary 3 degree halide. You can have questions here as well. Okay, degree of amines is also same, but you can see attached to carbon primary carbon, attached to secondary carbon. You can see degree of amines, the number of carbon atoms directly attached with nitrogen. You can see here nitrogen is attached with 2 carbon atoms, so this is secondary amine. Here nitrogen is attached with 1 carbon atom, here nitrogen is attached with 3, so this is tertiary amine. Okay, and also quaternary amines also exist. Okay, so but it is like deep. So here questions, some here questions here, solution is given. Okay, so this is for the today topic. Today we learned about the structural formulas and how to identify the compounds. So good luck. If you have any confusion related to the topic, let me know in the comments.